What's up, guys? Steve here from Warriorplantedtanks, and today we in the grow room. So I want to show you one of my grow tubs and what I got in it. I just got a pretty decent shipment of stuff in on Saturday, and some of this stuff I have actually snipped from some of the tanks around here and some of the tubs in the backyard, and when it cool off enough I'll do a tour of the backyard, some of the little projects I got out there. But for now we're gonna do this one right here inside, and as you can see, a little dragonfly got in here, which I think is just uber cool. And we'll go over a few of the plant species I have available, and also I want to talk about something that a buddy from the G-Hack group, Dalton Carter, he put me on to it. I knew about it and I told him I knew about it. He asked me if I used it and I told him no, because I thought it was a hoax. And I ended up getting it. I think Alex hooked it up with a coupon, and I used the coupon, and I've been using this stuff for a couple weeks now, and this stuff is the truth. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that while I still got it on my mind. I'm talking about the Thrive, y'all. This stuff is legit. I mean, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'll tell you how good this stuff is. I got this Brazilian pennywort on Saturday. Okay, I got it as a bunch plant, and it is for sale. But after I seen what the Thrive do to it, I probably ain't gonna sell it unless somebody come over here and be like, "Come on, Steve, let me get it." And then, you know me, I'm mushy, so I might be like, "Okay, whatever." But no, I think the pennywort going in the tank. I got this stuff bunch plant, y'all, Saturday, and look at all this new growth. Look at that. Look at all these little babies. It's a bunch down there too. I just dunked this in here on Saturday, you know. And there's a few other things. I got some Bacopa Monera right there, some moneywort. Same thing. Like, it's a potted plant, and it is for sale, but nonetheless, I don't know if it's the lights or the Thrive or a combination of both, but I'm trying not to dump my camera, but that's just 2 days worth, swear to God. So, you know, I'm usually not like one of them kind of dudes that'll ride somebody's you know what, but I don't know the dude who made this stuff. I trusted the people in G-Hack, my family, and they came through. Like, this stuff worked. So anyway, with that said, I'm gonna just show you this one of my quick little ghetto setups in here. Okay, we're talking about DIY, and DC hit me up and he was like, "Hey Steve, come on man, make a video about the lights you use." So that's what I'm gonna do. These lights that I got right here are actually I could have got, these are expensive as hell. These are Lux Commander shop lights that's been retrofitted with some zip ties and a bunch of stuff, but they run in the T5s, not the T8s. But as you can see, yeah, I mean, the plants dig it. I'm running a lot of different swords back here. I got different kinds of I got some purple kabamba. That's not the furcata, that's just the regular purple kabamba. I got green kabamba. I got Myriophyllum red in here. I got some Peruvian Luigia. I got Creeping Jenny. I got Creeping Charlie. I got all kinds of stuff in here. I got some really cool Green Temple Hydro, the Siamensis right here. And then I got a bunch of I got Lucens, Parva. There's all kinds of crypt in there, and I got a few Balancea in here too. And this is probably one of the coolest Ludwigia plants that I've seen in a long time. That one came in real nice, you know. So I was pretty stoked about the plant order. I got some of my old thinning of Winty red and bronze growing down here. I also have something that I was really stoked to get, and I finally got my hands on it. I got Barterai Nana Pinto right there. and it's the petite pinto, and I already mounted it on lava rock. These guys are spoken for, and I'm keeping one, but everything else is pretty much for sale. I also got I came across some Hail Fairy. So I got some Downoy here, Pogostemma and Hail Fairy, one of my favorites. It's really little and cute. It reminds me of college. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So I like to grow it. And you know, there's a couple other different Downoy types, but Little Star is my favorite. And I'm going to keep getting it as long as I can. Some of these are spoken for, but all this stuff, email me, warriorplantedtanks@gmail.com. We can work something out. I got some cool swords. I finally got my hands on a Klein & Prinz sword, if I can find it. This is a Reuben sword, and that's straight up new growth from the Nilcog, which I like to call it, the Thrive, but I call it Nilcog, also known as Liquid Crack. But I got my hands on a Reuben Prince as soon as I can find it. Let me get this upon the Geaton out of the way. Just a really good looking Geaton. I'm super stoked about this. And y'all see my little goldfishies down there. That's just my snail patrol. Oh, that's a Blairy. Let me find this Menzer Prinz, if I can find it. Real sweet sword. Seen them. Never really grown them, and then all of a sudden one came in the shipment, and unfortunately I gotta sell it or I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch. And as luck would have it, I can't get my hands on it right now, so I'll keep looking for it and talking as we move on. But I got some cool stuff in here. While I'm looking for that Prinz sword, I'm going to show you guys something that I think is really cool. I've grown it before, and it's actually, this is new growth. I swear to God, this is 2 days worth of new growth. But this is Sawtooth High Grow, also known as Mermaid High Grow. I'm going to screw up the Latin name, but I think it's Propensera something else. It's 2 P's. I'd have to look. I always known it as the common name, Sawtooth High Grow. So it'll do red tinged in highlight, and then you know, low light will do green. But it's just a really tough, hardy plant. I mean, it's up for grabs if somebody wants it, but nonetheless, if not, I'll throw it in there with the other stuff I have in the house. I'm still hunting for this this sword that I hyped up so much, because I really want you guys to get a look at it. I mean, to some people that's in the hobby and in the business especially, you know, you'd be like, oh, what's so special about that? You know, and I can dig it, that's cool, but you know, I've seen them in mention. I've never actually put my hands on one, so that's why I think it's great. It's what it is. This is all different Nubius. I got Coffee Folia, I got Nana, I got some really sweet extra large stuff you don't see every day. This is straight up Anubias F. Zealy. Okay, a lot of times it'll get miscommonly, or mistakenly I should say, sold as the Congensis, but it's not Congensis. I'm going to show you Congensis because I got that too in XXL. Let me grab some more F. Zealy. Let me grab a rhizome of this stuff. I'm absolutely in love with it, and it is freaking huge. This is your Congensis. Real sweet, lanceolate leaves, really nice. Look at these rhizomes. This is 2 of them. Just real healthy stuff. Beautiful, beautiful plant. And yes, I'm still looking for the Prinz. Do not know what has become of it. I did inventory out here with my kids the other day, which was completely awesome because I'm trying to get them into it. Here's some Fraseri. I don't think you guys see Anubias Fraseri a lot. I got some giant Fraseri too, actually. It's in here somewhere. I'll have to dig one out. But this is one of my favorite Anubias, just because it's just different. It's a lot different than what most people will see, you know, with the Barterai and the Nanan, just, you know, stuff like this that you normally see. You know, I got the Coffifolia, which, you know, strongly resembles a Nana. These guys are flowering, which lets me know the vendor had them growing somewhat immersed, and that's totally cool. That's why I got them in here in the grow out, letting them go through the transformation, because when clients hit me up, I really don't want to discourage anybody, and I want to have them go through the transformation somewhat as much as possible before I actually let them get the plants. I'm still looking for that Kleiner Prinz, and it's in here somewhere. I probably set it off to the side and totally forgot about it. I mean, I got all kinds of other really sweet stuff in here. I'm really stoked about that Reuben, because it's a great plant. There's a Coffifolia right here. This is another really sweet plant. You know, it's Anubias as well, just different leaf growth, and it's common, but it's not as common. And I finally got my hands on it. And look at all this new growth. This is your Kleiner Prinz. I've been wanting it. I've seen it. Somebody wants to buy it, I'll sell it to them. But I really hope nobody buys it, because I want to grow it. And it's already transforming. All these new leaves right here, they're showing beautiful color. That's why it's got the name Prinz. Just a wonderful plant. So yeah, it's up for grabs, but not really. I mean, if somebody asks me for it, I'm going to tell them I got it, but I'm not going to, you know, go out of my way to be like, hey, I got this. But, you know, I got all kinds of different stuff in here. Just some really cool stuff. So back to the lights for DC. I saw on the GHAC page, everybody was talking about this young lady had posted her frustration about being tired of her fluorescent tubes, which I can totally dig and understand. And she wanted to know some substitutions for cheap and effective lighting. And, you know, somebody on there said cheap and effective don't go in the same sentence. Well, I beg to differ, and I'm going to show you why. Let me move this cheap and effective light, and I'm going to show you what cheap and effective can do for you. Okay? Now, I will say, yeah, a majority of this stuff came in on my Saturday shipment, but I'm going to show you what didn't. With the exception of that red Myriophyllum right there, some of these bunch plants like the Hygro, the Parva, the Crips, everything else in here, and the potted of course, everything else in here I grew with this cheap and effective light. This is an Aquaneat, got it off eBay for 25 bucks. This is a 48. It's got the adjustable arms on it, as you can see. Okay, and it does the regular white. This is a 10K. Okay, this is the 10,000K. It does the regular white, the off, and the midnight blue. And if you're just running, you know, standard plants and not doing a high-tech tank, if you're doing a medium to low-tech tank, one or two of these bad boys is all you need. Straight up. I actually had this one on my 55 low maintenance, no maintenance Dutch tank, and I had to take it off because it was making too much algae. Right now on that one, like I said, it's low maintenance, no maintenance. I'm running the Viva Grow. I think it's the RGB Viva Grow 48, and it has all the different cool little modules on it with the remote control, the thunderstorm mode, all that stuff like that. And I thought it was cool. So yeah, I told DC I would hit him up with a light video. Like I said, in this bad boy, I got T5s. You can Google the Lux Commander shop lights if you want to, but you're gonna pay for these, okay? The whole point was once you get the fixture itself, you can augment it with any kind of T5 bulb that can fit in here. And yeah, I went to Home Depot and got some Philips Grow bulbs. I think they was like, you know, $6, $7 a piece, maybe $9 at the most. I do not remember. But it holds like, let me see. These are double bulbs. Here, let me put that on there if y'all can see that. That's a Phillips right there. That's the double T5s. And I'm holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 or 8. I can't see, it's blinding me. Bulbs in there. And it's doing its thing, you know. So I done kind of disturbed this. I'm going to straighten it up after the video. But I just wanted to show y'all that. Yes, cheap and effective does go in the same sentence. At the end of the day, what you got to do is you got to educate yourself, okay? You got to educate yourself about how spectrums work. Which spectrums plants need. How they absorb light. You know, go back to, I don't know, 7th, 8th grade biology. And look up the photosynthesis equation. I had it memorized, but today has been a rough day for me. I wasn't trying to go there, but I will. You know, if you saw the news, we lost somebody today, and you know, we didn't just lose somebody. You know, he was on a boat that I was on. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And then, you know, lost somebody else, but I'm gonna leave that at like that for the discretion of their family. But nonetheless, you know, I'm making this video. I promised I would do it. And you know, you just gotta learn. You know, plants don't care what brand of lights you use. You need adequate lighting, okay? You need to understand what Kelvin really means. Okay, Kelvin is color, temperature. You need to understand what lumens mean. All these different things. I could tell you, but it's not going to do you any good. Because we live in a society to where you think that all you got to do is spend some money and you'll be successful. I will tell you, but it's not going to do you no good. Educate yourself. That's what I will tell you. I mean, if I need to go more in depth on lighting, I can absolutely do that. But it's just going to bore the shit out of everybody, and that's not entertaining. Read some books. Read some books. But nonetheless, yes, cheap and effective. It does work. And if you get liquid crack, you can't go wrong. You know, these furcata, this is not really furcata. It's kabamba something. Like I said, I'm having brain farts. But just look at that beautiful purple growing in there. And they're just growing up to the sky because they think it's the sun. Because these cheap and effective lights are doing their thing. And I've totally ruined this grow table. And I'm going to have to fix it. But nonetheless, you know, I just wanted to shoot that out there. Look at these reds. I'm going to show you this. Look at that. You know, just beautiful. And I wish I had some sunlight in here for y'all. But this is your myriophyllum. This is not the red myriophyllum. Excuse me, it's the other one. Brain fart again. But nonetheless, just a beautiful plant. This is a real easy to grow red right here, as you can see. Just beautiful, beautiful plant. You know. But with that being said, I think I have destroyed my grow table enough. I just wanted to shoot that for you guys real quick and hit it up with some lights. I want to show you these clumps of crypt that I pulled though. Look at that. Liquid crack. That's the work, y'all. This hydro, when I got the hydro, I looked at it because it was just leaves. It was just leaves. And I was like, what in the hell is that? But then I looked at it again and I was like, oh, that's green tempo. It's siamensis. It's Hygrophila corymbosa siamensis. And 2 days, look at them roots. So yeah, this stuff's up for grabs, y'all. Hit it up. It looks beautiful. I'm gonna put it back in the pot like I had it. But every last bunch of it is just begging. It's just doing so great, you know. And I was really stoked to get the Luigia Peru or Peruviensis, whatever. You know, it is what it is. It's a plant. It's beautiful, and it's gonna do nice. Like I said, all the stuff's up for grabs. Click the links. You can hit me up at warriorplantedtanks@gmail.com, and I will accommodate you for whatever you need. If I don't got it in this table, I either got it in another tub outside, or I got it in a tank in the house. Hit me up. Let's see what we can do. Either way, even if you don't, just enjoy all the varieties of plants and learn something. Here, I'm going to show you one more on the way out. And y'all seen this one in one of my tanks actually. but I'm going to show it to you under this cheap and effective light. This is Val spiralis leopard, also known as leopard val. Just a beautiful plant, and I think these little cutie pies in here actually rooted this one up. So while I'm out here, ain't no sense in being lazy. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck that back in real quickly and let it do its thing, because that's not supposed to be free floating. I want roots on that. These little ones like this, I don't mind if they float, because I can chunk them in a tank, let them get a good thick established root ball, and they'll be good to go. And these guys are sitting up here begging because I'm out here and they think daddy's gonna feed them. I told you, like, this is my snail patrol, and even they know when I come out here it's eating time. So, you know, it is what it is. I love my critters. We have a symbiotic relationship. I keep them fed and they keep me from being bummed out. Nonetheless, I just wanted to run that one through you guys real quick. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Steve from Warrior Planted Tanks. Don't forget, the fundraiser is still in effect. If you guys want a t-shirt, hit me up at warriorplantedtanks@gmail.com. I'll leave the link in the description. You guys have a great rest of the week. This is Steve from Warrior Planted Tanks, and I'm out.